Hi everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher, and I'm working away on a couple of different projects which are not ready to unveil yet. They're in the beginning stages, but I am excited about them, and I hope that you will be too. I'll keep you posted as time goes on and as I progress. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. In the meantime, let's get back to our stitches. Today I'm going to be demonstrating the beaded chain stitch and the whipped beaded chain stitch. Don't forget to hit the like button. Click on that subscribe button. A little bell will pop up. Click on that for email notifications and comment. I love hearing from you, so leave me comments in the comment section. I also blog Tuesdays and Thursdays on my blog Where Art and Life Meet. Would love to have you join me there. And I'm on Instagram at Ariane Zurcher. So grab something to stitch with, grab a needle and some thread, and let's start exploring. For the beaded chain stitch, I'm going to do my chain running up here, and then I'm going to bead it. Now, in Sue Spargo's book, she has a beaded whipped chain stitch, and I'll show that too. I think it's a little different. This is with a number 8 weight Eleganza. This is Easy M14. And a number 24 chenille. Keeping these fairly small. Doing every other chain, I'm putting a bead inside. And I'm actually using my same needle and I'm using my same thread. You can change, if you're using a smaller bead, you can change to a silk thread. And now I can go back and I can put in a smaller one with a silk thread and a smaller needle if I like. Or I can just leave it. But that's one way to add beads to a chain. I'm using, it's a silk needle, it's a beading needle with silk thread. This is thread used by jewelers. It's, whatever that is. I just have tons of it. I think Sue has comparable threads on her site. I'm going to just take a little bead now and put it in the middle here, doing the same thing. So there's just adding beads to a chain stitch. That's one way. And I'll now show you the way that Sue Spargo does hers. It's a beaded whipped chain that she's doing on page 160 of her creative stitching book. And I'll demonstrate that for left-handed people. I'm using Silk and Pearl Mermaid Dances with a chenille number 24. I'm just going to do a straight line up for my chain stitch. And then we'll whip it. You can do it with any weight thread. I'm using my silk thread and a silk needle, which fits. It's like a Milner's in that the eye doesn't bulge out, so it can take a fairly small bead will go on this. I'm going to come up at the bottom of my whip stitch. I'm going to grab a bead, and then I'm going to go through with the back of my needle under here. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep going around just as I would a whipped stitch. And I'm just whipping through each chain. So you can see, and since I used a thread that's somewhat similar, your eye doesn't really go to the thread so much that I'm whipping it with. But if you wanted, you could use something completely different and it would give it a different look. So I'm just picking up my bead, I'm whipping, picking up another bead, whipping, kind of alternating between the different beads. And then when I want to end it, I'm just going to pick up one more bead. And I can go right through here. And I'll just anchor my thread down. So there it is, a whipped chain. So here's the first beaded chain that I did, where I'm just literally taking a thread and going in and out, threading a bead into the middle of the chain. And then this is the beaded whipped chain stitch, which Sue Spargo features in her creative stitching book on page 160. And that's what that looks like. Now, two different ways. This is with a silken pearl, and this is with a number 8 weight eleganza. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and perhaps it gave you some ideas of how you might use beads to enhance some of your stitches. Don't forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and the little bell that pops up. You can click on that for email notifications. I love hearing from you. Leave me comments in the comment section, and don't forget to check out the description section where I will leave the links for the different threads that I use in this video. Until next time, here's to stitching together.